Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your host, Kirby Kid.
And Black Superman.
Also known as David Clark.
And Walter Bryant.
And today we're talking, unfortunately, about the Fantastic Four 2015 version.
This is a sin.
Mm-hmm. Someone's going to hell for this.
Like, yeah, we turned to the back of Revelations, and there was one more line: "Thou shalt not make the Fantastic Four in 2015."
Right?
It was horrible. Okay.
Oh, it was bad.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people think it was.
It's worse.
No. There was that first 20 minutes of the movie that actually was engaging. There's 20 minutes of this movie. The first 20 minutes of the movie.
Okay, so the backstory and the science project.
That part was cool.
Right.
And if the whole movie had been like that, I'd have liked this movie.
Right.
And I don't like the Fantastic Four.
But it went off into more science projects.
And more of Reed being awkward, and more of Sue being a jerk, and more of Dr. Doom not being Dr. Doom.
And first of all, I know Reed's not super strong, but he doesn't abandon his friends. Not all Ben Grimm, right?
Yeah.
Like, he would never abandon Ben Grimm for a year.
There's so many things wrong. So many.
Why does Doom in every movie have to have his powers the same way as the FF? He doesn't. He gets his powers from freaking magic and science.
Yeah, he built the armor, and then he just became really, really smart and stole everything else because he's Doom and he can do it.
And not once did he tell anyone they were beneath him. I want it to happen. You were beneath Doom.
At least they called him Victor Von Doom instead of Victor Doomshev or whatever it was he was supposed to be.
Oh, it was Doomshev?
Yeah, it was Doomshev.
You know what? At this point...
And he wasn't a hacker.
It literally doesn't matter. And then, they never explained his thinking tech that he had. He just, was thinking stuff, and it was just happening. Mm-hmm. And let's not explore that at all, because that's not going to be important to anything else later on.
Okay.
How did he eat all that time?
Where did the cape come from?
Why is his skin horrible looking? Why is that hood 30 feet long? Did you see that hood?
Yeah, that was his suit melted onto him. No, but where did the hood even come from? It's not. It didn't exist. There's nothing. There's no cloth there. It was a proto.
It was a giant hood. It was like a parachute on his face. Okay. You saw that, right? That bothered me. I couldn't get past. I saw that. I'm like, you put a balloon on your head, bro.
And then he tried to link it, and it fell apart, and he just kept walking. But anyway,
and then wait. One thing they didn't explain. Okay, so he was just mind killing people because why not, right? And was able to put a force field to block bullets that were moving at multiple times the speed of sound, right? Okay, you have that. The FF decided to fight him. All of a sudden, Reed's punches are reaching him, and all he can do is throw rocks, and he's not auto-killing people, and he falls for a simple plan after they're like, hey, guys, I know we don't get along, and we don't talk to each other, and we've never worked together as a team, and we have never used our powers in actual combat with another super powered being, but I'm going to nod my head, then it's going to cut to a picture of Doom, and then we're going to have a fully formed plan that is somehow going to work, even though it really only needs maybe 2 of us, but I mean, it's all 4 of us, because we're fantastic together. And then, why did Doom get knocked back so easily? Why?
Okay. One, if he's got a force field that he's literally putting out, and killing people, I mean, just auto-killing them. Okay, 2 things, actually. Not 1, 2. Okay, 1, Black Dad isn't going to stand there and talk to him.
No.
Black run. Black Dad standing there trying to explain to him that he needs to come home. That wasn't happening. He's out. That would have been somebody else of some other persuasion. Mm-hmm. Not us.
And his last words wouldn't have been, work together. He'd be like, you go kill that dude.
Right? Okay, number 2. The Thing said it's clobbering time as he was running forward, and Sue let her force field down, so Doom could see him from about 10 feet away before he actually took that punch. That means auto-kill Thing. There's no way Ben should have hit that punch.
By the way, clobbering time is now sad because it's his older brother used to say that before beating him savagely. Why are you going to ruin clobbering time? What sayings do we have? All we have is Hulk Smash left. Because that's ruined forever now. That's gone. That is gone. That is no longer fun. It is now linked with child abuse forever. Also, how come cloaking the fire right before he hit it was enough to trick Doom? And like you were saying, the thing ran openly for like 30 seconds. He's like, it's clobbering time! Stay there! I'm almost there! I'm winding up! Obvious punch to the face! You know, I was like, this is beneath, this movie is beneath Doom.
We have spent more time explaining all that than it actually took for it to happen in the movie. No joke. It took them all this time to build them up to getting powers. It took like an hour for them to build them to getting powers. They got their powers, and then it took another 45 minutes of them chasing Reed around. Then in the last 15, maybe 10 minutes of the movie, Dr. Doom shows up, he murders everybody, he goes back to another universe, he tries to destroy Earth, they go after him, they kill him, and then they come back and then tell the United States government that they're punks. That happens in 10 minutes.
And why does Doom want to destroy the Earth? I thought he wants to rule the Earth. And just there were so many problems with that random laser thing that he has now. And
you mean the thing that happens in all Marvel movies?
The giant laser from space.
The giant laser from space. That happens in all Marvel movies, even if they're made by Fox. Come on, can you come up with something better? I just want to know. But
and why didn't Reed tell Ben, I was looking for you, even though it was probably obvious that you were probably going to be in the same spot that you were when you left me? He's like, oh, I'm a bad friend. No, clearly they brought it up. He was looking for Ben the whole time.
Yeah, Sue knew. Sue actually says it.
Nobody told him, because it's more fun to have him mad at his friend. Ben Grimm and Reed Richards, for whatever reason, are always friends.
And he got over it. Like, after saying, I will never forgive you, 10 seconds later, he's like, okay, I forgive you, save my life.
The Human Torch has a button. There is literally a flame on now. They ruined another catchphrase. Flame on is not cool. Now it's like, flame on.
And he wasn't any fun.
He wasn't,
dude. Like,
and that race?
Johnny Storm is not supposed to be such a killjoy.
Right?
He's supposed to be the only one enjoying what he's doing.
Well, he wants to be a fighter. He
wanted to be a fighter, but he wasn't any fun.
He was a street racer, and then he like broke his arm, and then like, let's get to work, and then all of a sudden his broken arm was just fine in the next shot.
That's montage.
Also, no, that was the same time. Also, stop doing time skips. There's like 30 million time skips in this movie. It was like 10 years later, 30 seconds later, 1 hour later, the next day, 1 year. Like, dude, just show the progression of time. Stop being lazy. Now, Josh Trank said that Fox messed with this.
I believe it.
I believe it because Fox
it's really disjointed. It is really disjointed.
And this guy did Chronicle. So we know he can do superpowers and make a movie, make it coherent, and make it good. So I believe he didn't do this. But Fox, look, y'all just proved that it should go back to Marvel, because
they're still going to make a part 2.
I know. There was no after credits scene. Like, the credits rolled, like the first part of the credits rolled, and then the screen went black, and in my theater, all 5 people, because that's all who cared to come out to see it on opening night.
And everybody got quiet.
Everyone's like, oh, and then more credits. Like they cut something out.
Because they probably did.
And it's
like the scene where Doom actually isn't dead.
Right? Or like real Doom shows up and kills him, and he's like, Doom is beneath Doom, or something, you know. And then like, or Deadpool, because Deadpool kept saying he was gonna be in the movie, and I thought it was gonna be more than just a trailer. Because if Deadpool had shown up at the end of the movie and like he wakes up and you find out it was just a dream of Deadpool, that I would have accepted the whole movie if it was a weird dream of Deadpool's, because then it'd be funny. But no,
it wouldn't have.
It wouldn't have been funny. It would have been more funny.
It would have been more funny.
Because we just saw this guy and be like, oh, good. It's not totally bad, but there was nothing. It was devoid of... You know what? I think legally, if something is devoid of social value, I believe it is legally obscenity. And I think that this movie qualifies to be obscene. That was horrible.
It was horrible. You know what's funny? And this is actually Stan Lee's fault. Okay.
Who, by the way, was not in the movie. He did not want to show up in the movie.
Wasn't he?
He was not in the movie.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
Okay. I believe you. Okay, so... no, but you know what's funny? Okay, this is one of those things that's a major problem here. Is that this movie is actually so bad, I had the time to stop and think about this during the movie. Okay, the way the Fantastic Four has always been shown on like movies and TV, cartoons, whatever, is kind of wrong. Johnny and Ben, in any other Fantastic Four iteration, they're actually astronauts. Okay, and Sue and Reed are scientists. So they actually are all really freaking smart. All of them. Because you can't be an astronaut and be an idiot. You just can't. So the way that they always show Ben Grimm as just kind of this lovable knucklehead, well, that's not possible. And then Johnny, with the way that they show him, which he's just kind of this lovable hothead who is also really stupid, also not possible. They're actually four really smart people. So the way that they actually were put together here in this particular movie makes more sense for everybody except for Ben, who... Another thing, Ben shows up in the first 5 minutes of the movie, then he's gone. Then he comes back to become the Thing.
That's it. Here's several more problems. Okay, one, they depowered Sue Storm from the commercial. In the commercial, you saw her do that thing where she knocked all the things around her out of the way. Yeah, like it's only two. Yeah, and I saw that and I was like, okay, clearly that's the first one, right? They're gonna do it again. Nope, they depowered her. Second, her brother, I guess, whatever. Brother, black guy, Johnny Torch. He can build anything, right? He's so good, we're going to put him on this multi-billion-dollar, top-secret government, possibly world-ending project. But he can't build a Honda Civic, okay? Is that what we're saying right now? Because you saw that. You saw it didn't work. It shut down, and then shut down again, and then he crashed. Because he couldn't build a car. So clearly, no, he can't build anything, okay? Ben Grimm, he's just some dude with a bat in a junkyard, and he's like, hey, you're my friend. Clearly, I can get you into this top-secret, multi-billion-dollar, possibly world-ending government top-secret project, and then we're just going to put you in a suit, and there's no guards and no one watching this totally unqualified person from getting in there. What? And, oh, and then how does Reed Richards, as a child with no training or resources, learn to open portals and teleport things without shield or whatever the equivalent is, killing him or capturing him immediately? And another thing, how is he doing that science fair where he makes something totally leave the space-time continuum and then come back clearly more dirty than it was and broken? How did they not say that was amazing? And how did the kid who was pissed off about his plane being damaged not realize that his plane just left the physical plane and came back? How? Well, I'm so enraged.
Okay, and then,
explain all that in one sentence, Walter.
I can, but only to you. Okay, but anyway, and then now Reed is just like the characterizations are just totally wrong. Sue is more like Reed is in the comic books. Reed is, I don't know what the heck was wrong with him. He's like Peter Parker actually in this movie. He's almost exactly like Peter Parker should be in this movie. And he got his... Okay, they all wear containment suits because they can't control their powers, right? Mm-hmm. Did you notice that the moment his suit, which he needed to maintain form, got broken, he just decided to have form? To have form. And he had never done it previously, other than one time we saw him run away naked. But even then, he was kind of like, I'm weird. I'm like terrible Luffy. But you know what, though? That they did do something right. That one fight he had out in the woods, because I've always thought Mr. Fantastic's powers were really stupid. Right. Always. Always. But that one fight in the middle of the woods where he took out the entire freaking squad that was there to beat him, to take him, that was pretty cool. It was cool. And like that's how he should be fighting, because that's how Super Skrull fights. And also, technically, shouldn't he be able to like absorb bullets and bounce them right back? Yeah. I mean, the suit probably can, but he should be able to do that, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm just... Instead of just dodging him? Yeah, just be like, ah, you did. You know, it's not that, you know, but the point is... Oh, and then... Oh, wait, bad. Okay, now... Was something worse? One thing they got right. No. They did. They got something right. No. I'm going to give you credit. No. I'm going to edit it out. I am editing out this credit. Go ahead and say it before I can edit it out. The reason why Ben Grimm is so whiny is because he lost his junk.
You couldn't even say it with a straight face. You couldn't even say it with a straight face.
He lost it.
The man ain't got no balls no more. His stones are literally stones now. You'd be mad too.
He's got to be so upset. His junk is gone.
So he's got all this frustration and he ain't got nowhere to go. He's just like, I'm just angry. I'm just angry all the time.
And he's walking around barefoot and nobody knows.
And he's been killing people for a year and no one's got a picture of him. No one said, hey, powers exist.
Oh,
It's just...
this is the same world where X-Men actually already exist and have terrorized the whole world like 4 times.
Oh, it's all one universe?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Remember, they were talking about possibly crossing them over, which is never going to happen because X-Men actually makes money. Okay, so...
Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic are never called by their names. That's some Man of Steel crap right there.
they never even called them the Fantastic Four.
No, but he did say, wow, yeah. Oh no, Ben's like, this is kind of fantastic. And I was like, no. No, you didn't just do that. Because one, that's a lame way to do it. And second of all, you're a moron in this movie. You're a kid who grew up in a junk pile, does he know the word fantastic? Really? Really though?
Well, no, because he became Reed's friend and then he started studying.
He didn't know because he was still in the junk pile. He was still in the junk pile.
They're like 17 at the beginning of this movie start.
No.
You know? Yeah, I mean, like Reed gets the scholarship.
How old is Sue? Because she looks a whole lot older than 17.
She really does. Like to like 26ish.
It just is. And then what does Michael B. Jordan do? What's his job? Like, what is he just live and build things?
Yeah.
But like, how come he can't build a car though? That's infinitely less hard than building.
The car worked.
He built a teleporter to another dimension. He couldn't build a
The
Honda
car. Look,
Civic.
the car
from
actually
like the 80s.
The car actually outraced both of those cars he was up against, and then he turned his head for a second and hit a pole.
But it didn't like depower and something. He skidded out, whatever.
Yeah.
After he depowered the first time.
Yeah.
But he builds a flawless machine that teleports them across space and time. And how did Sue get her power just from a random explosion? She was not touched by any of the goo.
Wait, and it gets better. It gets so much better. Okay, because you see, they built this machine, and then they leave. Reed is gone. They build a second one of the exact same machine, and they don't know the algorithm to run it.
Yeah. They didn't even come back because they don't have
turn it on.
They don't have a backup flash drive. Are you serious right now? Oh, you didn't have a guy take a screenshot with his cell phone like, oh, okay, it's that. We should type that in again. No, government, no.
They couldn't reactivate the same machine.
And then, like, there's no guards around it. They're just allowed to do whatever they want.
And then, if you say that what happened to them is so terrible, why are you going to send more people the second time?
Oh, no, because remember, they want more powers for the military.
Yeah. But see, they sent all those people there. They didn't send them there to get more powers. They sent them there just to go look around and see how maybe they got them. So they can send military people later.
Right.
But you don't know what happened to them when they went there. They got in there, things exploded. Why are you sending more people without figuring out what happened in there first?
Also, like, if you crack the thing open, is like Ben Grimm just still in there? Because remember how he has powers? The rocks were forming around him. So then, like, technically, couldn't he just be chilling in there, all hungry and tired and stuff? Like, he's like, open the shell. We can't hear you, Grimm. Smash this thing real quick. And just why?
I mean, it's kind of invulnerable. So I mean, there's that.
It's not invulnerable because the Hulk cracked his ribs before. He's breakable. He's a rock.
And then, if it's the Hulk, though.
Yeah, but still, it's breakable. It can happen. Like this movie broke my dreams. Because I like the FF. They can do it. Just, they can't do it with Fox.
Dr. Doom. The face thing.
No magic. No science. And at this rate, we're not going to get a good Galactus, which would be great in the MCU, by the way. And we're never getting my favorite character in their entire property, Super Skrull. Why can we get... He'd be so cool!
Why did we get the same Dr. Doom in this movie that we got in the first two movies that didn't work?
Because it's Fox. And they
I mean,
do not care.
you said they didn't work, so we're going to reboot the whole thing. So they rebooted the whole thing and then made the exact same bad guy.
I figured it out. I know why Fox made this movie bad. Because apparently there was a good version that we never got to see. I know what they're doing. They're going to drag the FF through the mud for decades until it becomes such a travesty that Marvel's going to fork out so much cash to get it back.
Marvel got rid of them.
No. But remember, when the movie runs, it still says Marvel. And everyone still thinks of it as a Marvel movie. Granted, Marvel didn't even put it on their site as a list of movies they have. But no, I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to keep destroying it to the point where on his deathbed, Stan Lee will be like, get it back. I don't care who you have to kill. Just
but see, you know, Stan Lee is actually nothing more than a figurehead now, right? Like, he's a very, very rich figurehead. Right. But, you know, like, he has no power. And I don't think
he has the fans. And if you have the fans, you have the power.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah, that's the reason why the Fantastic Four got made by Fox just now.
Well, it's because no fans cared.
Exactly. No fans care. The thing about it is, Fox has destroyed them so badly, fans don't care anymore. Like, I mean,
Why would you?
The first Wolverine movie, we would have all revolted on Wolverine if we hadn't seen a good Wolverine in the X-Men movies. We knew Wolverine could be done better. So we all just
never seen FF done well.
No. Just haven't. And then as far as Deadpool goes, he gets a pass because he's such a cool character.
Yeah.
Like, the Fantastic Four doesn't get that pass. And even if we did give them that pass, they've had 3 shots.
And the only way they can fix this now is with another reboot.
Yeah.
Because they can't bring them back. Like, I don't want that cast back.
Flame on.
Why is Reed like 12? Or however old he is.
He's like 19 now.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be that young. That's ridiculous. Now, I know this was based off the Ultimate version, but that's stupid and they shouldn't do it. Just give me Galactus correctly, give me Super Skrull, and for God's sakes, give me a real Doctor Doom. Because he somehow forgot he could do all the other crap and was like, let me just throw rocks at you. Easily avoidable rocks.
At least he wasn't cloud-based.
Oh no, he'll be next time. Remember, he got vaporized. So now he's Vapor, which is cloud-esque. It's cloud-like. He shall be that cloud. And then he'll be absorbed by a bigger... Oh God, Galactic Cloud. Galactic Cloud. This was, and I wish Fox would just come out and say, "Look, we're gonna be honest. We just put this out here so that we can keep the rights out of Marvel's hands and be a dick. Just come out, because we all know what they're doing. They make it every set number of years so that they can keep the rights."
Galactic Cloud versus Parallax Cloud.
Parallax Cloud, because Galactic Cloud didn't do anything.
That's true. And got beaten by his own creation.
The Battle of the Clouds. It'd be so boring. It'd be like, rah, 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 lightning, rah, 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 rah,
No. But Parallax Cloud had a face.
All right, I have a face. Well, I have an outline on my stupid hat. Rah, 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 rah. And then they would fade as a wind machine was turned on. The point is, Fox, you're not. Look, guys, look, Fox, look at me. You're not good at what you do. You're just not. Go home. It's over. Give the rights back to Marvel, because this ain't gonna work. This is horrible. No, people aren't gonna go see a third incarnation.
But they're making a sequel to this movie.
Five people saw this movie on opening night.
No, like 9, because I took my whole family.
Okay, so 9 people saw this movie opening night.
Fox, you owe me $90.
Everyone was pissed at the theater I was at. All 5 of us. We were all pissed. Everyone was like, there's no after credit scene. That was horrible. And everyone had the same complaints of the movie.
My theater was about a third full. Actually, there was like 100 people in there. They booed. I have never, ever been to a movie where people booed the movie when it was over. Like there was like the actual people were there. Like they're just like boo.
Comic nerds?
Yeah. Just boo.
Yeah,
I texted you.
Yeah. And I was like, record it, but you couldn't, I guess.
Well, no, because like by the time
over.
Yeah, it was already over.
But that's crazy. I've never heard booing. I've heard clapping. I've never heard booing.
Yeah. They booed the movie.
It was bad. It was not. It was like if this is good, bad is not even on the camera right now. It's just not. It's just the worst thing I've ever seen.
This made me want to do a top 5 of the worst comic book movies ever. But see, I want to do them this way though. By anticipation. That means that like if we already thought the movie was going to be bad, it might not make it into our top 5 because
otherwise 3 of the top 5 would all be FF movies.
Yeah.
Oh man, but it's making it people not want to go see FF ever again, and maybe other superhero movies. I don't know.
And it makes Marvel look like geniuses because they disbanded the FF before this happened. Because there's no coming back from this if the FF is actually still a comic book at that moment.
Y'all got booed. I have never seen that. I've never seen people be that upset with the movie because
it happened.
It was all a giant science project that no one wanted to see. It was just bad.
Oh, and then the one of the writers, one of the original writers, put the first 4 pages of the original script up on his site. It's on comicbookmovie.com right now.
Is it better?
It's awesome. It's like the cops and the FBI have this barn all surrounded, and they've got guns all drawn on it, and they're like telling Reed Richards to come out, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I can't do that." And it's like he's got all of them inside this rocket ship that he built in his barn. And so he's getting ready to fly this illegal rocket out into space,
right?
And like and then like SHIELD is showing up, and they're all like got him surrounded. And they're like, "You have to come out of this now!" And then they blow the barn up, and they fly out into space. That I would have wanted to see. And then dude was like, "This whole movie was going to be basically The Incredibles, but it was about the Fantastic Four."
Right? Exactly.
The Incredibles is awesome.
That's a Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
Fox, if you had given the rights back, they could have just taken that script, changed the names, and then we would. I mean,
you could have just taken The Incredibles, turned it into a live-action Fantastic Four movie. Done. The exact same plot, everything. It would have been awesome.
But we got this instead. Also, if you can't think of a way for them to naturally say their own name, you let a newspaper do it or a newscast do it, because their job is to come up with funny names for things. So that it would make sense if they do like I would have accepted hashtag Fantastic Four, because at least then it's lame, but they didn't say it themselves.
But you know what? Again, things that get done right.
Hashtag Black Cloud.
The first Fantastic Four movie from 2005, when Johnny names them, it's cool because he actually takes the time, and like everybody else thinks it's completely the most moronic thing they've ever heard. But Johnny is kind of a brash hothead, whatever, and he's just like, she's the Invisible Girl. And then they're like, well, the Mr. Fantastic thing, like you said, the newspaper's like, they started calling him Mr. Fantastic. He's like, Reed? Okay. I'm the Human Torch. She's the Invisible Girl.
You're the Thing.
And he's the Thing. That's what he is.
And that's why he's the only actor who's still in the Marvel Universe. FF was terrible, guys. And let us know how you feel down below, because I don't think we have the exact right words just by ourselves to explain the depths of hell this movie took us to.
There's a black hole in my soul that was not there before last Thursday. And I do not know what it will take to fill it. It'll probably take Batman vs. Superman and Civil War.
Johnny didn't even draw the F. I mean the 4. He didn't draw the 4.
He didn't. It was a metal 4 at the end of the...
Doesn't he always do that? Doesn't he always draw the 4?
Always, yeah. It was a metal 4 at the end of the story.
And good news, I heard we might get Civil War trailer this weekend.
That'd be awesome.
That's about it. All I can tell you.
Oh, I got it. They actually showed a picture of the new Spider-Man costume. And it does look like some crap that some 14-year-old with no money would do.
Is it better than FF? Is the costume itself better than the entirety of the FF movie?
Steel is almost better than the FF.
Is Return of Superman better than
Superman
the FF?
Returns is a better movie than the Fantastic Four. It is.
The first Hulk.
It is a better movie. You know this. You have seen these movies. You know this.
Yeah.
These movies are better.
But here you
because
say
you know what?
Wow.
They are coherent.
That's true.
They make sense. Even when the Hulk fights his cloud-based father, everything that led up to that made sense. Superman Returns. Terrible movie. Superman does absolutely nothing except for get stabbed in the back with some kryptonite. But at least you can follow the story.
Let us know how you guys feel about the FF, because it was not good. It was horrible. It was terrible. Let us know how you guys feel down below. Leave us a comment. And you know what? If you saw our last video, you found out that we have some RainbowSix Siege closed beta cards. So we're giving away 5 per week. We may accelerate that later on. You know, we don't know. But that's enough for you and for all your friends to get on, play the game, be really high scorers, and get a chance to be flown out for Siege Day in LA.
Let's make this hard. Give us reasons why this movie was good.
Ooh. Walter,
give us something to like about this movie.
I'm trying to give beta codes away right now.
just find one thing.
Oh.
Just find one thing for us to like.
Oh.
And if you can make me like something about this movie.
Oh. If you can find something for us to like, and we both have to like it, I'll give you 10 beta codes. That's how serious this is, guys. That's just a whole nother level. If you can make us like something in this movie, we'll give you till our next video for us to do that. And whoever gets it right will get the beta codes. It goes active on September 24th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. No Wii U, because the Wii U is the Fantastic Four of consoles. But that's it for this week, guys.
The Fantastic Four has just become our new name for everything terrible.
That's the new bar for horrible.
Scott Summers is now smiling.
Is Scott Summers and Toad somehow better than the FF movie?
They are.
Wow.
They are. Because you know what? Ooh. Scott Summers hits something every now and then.
That's true. And isn't the guy who played Toad also Darth Maul? So he's not totally horrible? Anyways, that's it for this week, guys. Don't forget, give us a reason to like the FF, and you get 10 beta codes to RainbowSix Siege. Like, favorite, subscribe, and just in the comments, just join in on the rage, because this is the time to be rageful at them, to let them know we hate them.
Matter of fact, if you just happen to be one of those people who was smart enough to not go see it, we had to, because we had to tell you guys about it.
Also, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about the movie. I know it's after the fact, but we did say everything in the movie. So we just saved you all $8 to $16. Yeah. But until next time, guys, we've been your hosts, Kirby Kid.
And Black Superman.
See you later, guys.